Hey there, Coach Tiffany again, and today I just wanted to talk about my 10 proven steps to transform your health and ultimately achieve those wellness goals that you have for yourself, which is what I'm going to be reviewing over this next month in my health coaching business. But today I'm just going to take time to talk about the first three steps. So, step number one is motivation. I want you to think for a moment about your why behind why you want to achieve this health and wellness goal in the first place. I want you to picture what your life would be like a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, if you keep doing what you're currently doing. And then I also want you to picture what your life could be like in the future if you could overcome and achieve this goal that you have for yourself. I want you to go deep and just get really personal and even emotional about why you want to achieve this in the first place. And when we do that, oftentimes it really inspires a lot of motivation and encourages us to start taking action to achieve that health and wellness goal that you have been putting off for a while. Step number two is tracking. Why is tracking important? Unfortunately, as part of our human nature, we kind of have faulty memories, and also times when we're trying to make changes, we might be a little bit in denial about how good of a job we may or may not be doing. So, tracking can just better hold us accountable. Sometimes it can feel really demotivating because change takes time, and when we don't see big changes overnight, we could just give up altogether. But when we track, we can see over time those little changes that add up, and it can help us to see how far we truly have come. Tracking also can help us to see some of our shortcomings, some of the areas we might be getting hung up on, and can help us to then come up with new ways to overcome those challenges going forward. And then step three is setting goals, and not just any goals. I'm talking about SMART goals. Oftentimes, our goals tend to be really vague. For example, I want to get in shape. What does that even mean? How do you know that you've achieved that or not? And so that's where being SMART, which is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound, can help you achieve goals that are more realistic so that you can know whether you've achieved the goal or not. So, for example, a much better goal would be that I would like to lose 10 pounds in the next 10 weeks because my doctor told me that my blood sugar is starting to be affected by my weight. And in order to do this, I would like to go for a 20-minute walk 3 days a week with my dog after supper. And I would like to decrease the amount of food that I'm eating by around 25%. And I would like to be consistently implementing these two new steps 2 weeks from now. So you can see how much more better of a goal that is and how much easier it will be for you to know whether you've achieved the goal or not. Goal setting can also be helpful because it can help you to break down really big long-term goals that you have for yourself into smaller bite-sized chunks so that it can minimize you getting overwhelmed and getting discouraged along the way. If you want more information about how to set SMART goals, tracking, accountability, I encourage you to read my latest blog post. I'll put a link for it in the post here. It's called How to Harness the Power of Accountability to Achieve Your Health Goals. And I break all this down in so much further. And then also too, if this is something that you maybe are struggling with or you want more support in, I just want to give you a heads up. I am in the process of creating a private Facebook group, which I, in the coming weeks, will share more information about. But my goal for this group is just for us to work on our health and wellness goals together, to be accountability partners for each other, to provide information, motivation, encouragement so that we can achieve our abundant health that God wants for us. So stay tuned for that in the coming weeks. Otherwise, take care of yourself, and until next time, stay healthy.